Hey guys, welcome back to Jeannie's Dishes. This is our last Blue Apron meal, and then after we do this, I can give an honest opinion, on my opinion anyway, on Blue Apron versus HelloFresh, the differences, similarities. So far, all the meals are wonderful. I do love them. So let me show you what we're gonna make today. Very exciting. All right, today we are making a pesto, meatball, and mozzarella paninis. So we're gonna have our arugula here. We have our bread for our paninis. We have some mozzarella, some lemon, an onion, panko breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese. We're gonna need 3 cloves of garlic, a zucchini. I think it's like a summer squash slaw. And this is interesting. I've never seen this before. This is a green patty pan squash. So that'll be a first. All right, so obviously like the other ingredient menus, we're gonna prepare our ingredients by washing all the produce and start chopping up for our slaw. And then I will show you what that looks like after I am done. I almost forgot to show you guys. Of course, we have the ground beef, the star of the show. And look, I gotta show you this. Look how cute the little container is that came with the egg. Now, this is adorable. I just love this. That was good job, Blue Apron. Good job. So I sliced and made matchsticks kind of out of my zucchini. Like it said right here. So with that, we're gonna peel and finely chop the garlic, or I'm gonna use my zester again. And then quarter and seed the lemons, peel small diced onions. I'm gonna peel and dice that. And then in the bowl, I'm gonna combine the zucchini, the squash. Oh, it didn't say anything about the squash. Wait, did I miss that? Zucchini, then cut lengthwise, thick sticks. Cut the squash into 1/4 inch thick sticks. All right, so I gotta cut this bad boy, so I'm gonna do that next. All right, so we have everything diced and kind of into sticks like they said in the directions. So now we're gonna make our slaw. So it wants me to take all 4 lemons and squeeze them, all lemon slices. Again, I'm putting my hand over it so it catches the seeds. I think it's a lot easier than de-seeding it, like they're saying. Just sit there and just pick seeds forever. So I'm doing that. And then I'm gonna add some salt and pepper and a little bit of olive oil and toss, and I'm gonna set it aside and let it marinate. And then on to the pesto part. Okay, so now we're gonna make the pesto. So I heated up 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm gonna dump our arugula in. Let that wilt away. This is not gonna take long at all. And I'm gonna transfer it to the little mini food processor and add the Parmesan. Now, normally pesto calls for garlic, and in this it didn't. I did put 2 cloves of garlic already in the food processor and minced that, so this will go on top of that. All right, as you can see, it's all wilted and ready to go. So I'm gonna transfer this to the food processor. All right, so we're gonna add some salt and pepper. And the Parmesan cheese. Actually, I'm gonna mix this first and then I'm gonna add the Parmesan cheese. Now I'm gonna add the Parmesan cheese to this. And then while it's turning, I am gonna put in some of the olive oil to the top. that should be done. Let's take a look. Looks good to me. Can you guys see it? There it goes. All right, so now on to the meatballs. All right, so we have our ground beef. We are gonna put in combine the ground beef, onion, breadcrumbs, egg, and remaining garlic. Oh no, where are you going? There you go. The remaining garlic, the onions, which I'm definitely not putting all these in. I'm putting a little bit in. I'm gonna do some salt and pepper. And then the egg. Now, my recipe of breadcrumbs is way different than this. So if you want to see, I think I have another video with my my meatball recipe. Oh, where did my egg go? Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. More egg. Let's see. And remaining garlic, season, salt, and pepper. Gently mix, combine using your hands, and from the mixture into 24 to 26 equal-sized meatballs. Transfer to plate, and then heat the pan with 1 tablespoon of olive oil on a medium until high. And add the meatballs and cook, turning occasionally for 8 to 10 minutes until all sides are brown. So we are going to do that now. So the egg and the breadcrumbs are going to combine. Now there's no seasoning in here. I think what I am going to do is put in some Italian seasoning in here. That's what I do on mine. So I've never used panko breadcrumbs. I usually use Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, not panko. I think I should have cut these onions a little smaller, but well, what it is. All right, let me go get the Italian seasoning. I'll be right back. Just so you guys see it, this is what I use. It's an Italian blend of seasons. It has rosemary, sage, oregano, and basil. So I usually will put in a little bit of this into my meatballs when I'm making Italian meatballs. Just adds a little bit of more flavor to it. So I'm gonna mix that in, and then we're gonna get our meatballs started. I'm so excited. This is gonna be so good, you guys. You never want to overmix your meat. That should be plenty. You just want to mix in the seasoning and the onions or whatever you have in your meatballs. I'm gonna wash my hands and I'll be. All right, so our meatballs are in and they're cooking. You definitely don't want to overcrowd the pan. So this is all. I've shaped them in about golf ball size. So I want enough for 4 sandwiches. I've cut and split open our rolls here. I'm gonna actually heat these in the oven so they're nice and toasted. Just heating the oven up for like 300, 250, something like that. I'm gonna just toast them for a few minutes while these are cooking. So basically, you just want these brown on all sides and make sure they're cooked all the way through. And then, let's see what it says next. So then we assemble our sandwich. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Until brown, transfer to the bowl of pesto and toss to coat. Rinse and wipe the pan. Add the mozzarella cheese to the bowl of pesto meatballs. Toss thoroughly. Season with salt and pepper. Place the rolls on a clean, dry working surface. Cut sides up. Okay, I did that. In the same pan, heat a tablespoon of olive oil. Medium heat, add the paninis, place a heavy pot on the pan. I have a panini press, but I think these are going to be way too big for it. Someone do what they say here. So basically, they want it another pan on top of this pan to press the rolls and the stuff that's inside it. So as we get there, I will let you know. All right, the meatballs are done. I drained them. I put the pesto in this bowl, and it wants me to mix all this up with the pesto. So I'm doing that. And then I rinsed out the same pan I put the meatballs in. So we're gonna use that as our panini press. So I'm just mixing all this. And then, let's see. Add the mozzarella cheese to the bowl of pesto meatballs, toss thoroughly, and combine and season with salt and pepper. So put all that in there. Mix it. Mix it some more. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells so good. I think I need to take a picture of this because it's so pretty. I can eat this out of this bowl right now. That's how much it smells really good. But we're not going to do that. All right, so we're gonna get our rolls, and I'm gonna bring you over here. I'm actually gonna take a... All right, so I'm gonna add a little olive oil to the bottom of the pan. Let that heat up for a minute. And in the meantime, I'm gonna assemble our rolls. We're basically gonna, I already lost the meatball. Squish. It makes it look a lot easier than it should be. See if I can get another one on here. And then we're going to another pan and push it down. And 3 or 4 minutes. And I'll show you what it looks like once it's done. This is gonna be so good. All right, so it is pressed and ready to go. So what I'm gonna do is transfer this to the plate. Oh, let me try and flip it. There we go. Flip this, and we're gonna cut it, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so here it is. Let me get some light under here. And there we go. We got the mozzarella melted. We got the meatball, the arugula pesto. It's gonna be so good. We have our zucchini squash slaw. Kids tried it. They're braver than me. I'm not a zucchini person, so. And we have the other one. So yeah, it smells amazing. I'm gonna try this, and I will let you guys know how it is. Hey guys, so I wanted to kind of give you my review on the HelloFresh versus Blue Apron. By the way, this pesto meatball dinner I had, oh my god, so good. I think that was one of my favorite meals out of all of them combined. I swear to god, it was just so good. So the comparisons. All right, so HelloFresh, very good. Directions were not as easy to follow as Blue Apron. Blue Apron seemed to have fresher ingredients. They included things like butter and egg, stuff like that, where HelloFresh, they assume you have that stuff. They assume you have an egg. They assume you have butter, which most people do, and that's fine. But Blue Apron kind of went the extra mile to include that, which I thought was nice. Blue Apron is a little more expensive versus HelloFresh, and you can see why. I had heard that Blue Apron's directions and recipes were a lot more comprehensive, a lot more confusing, a lot more difficult. I didn't see that in my experiences. Maybe you guys have. If you have, give me a comment below. If you disagree with anything I say or have had a different experience, leave a comment below. Tell me, what recipe did you do? What was your experience? Maybe it was different than mine, and that's fine. I'm just giving you my take on it. I've done 2 Blue Aprons and 2 HelloFreshes. The HelloFresh package itself came very organized. Each recipe, because we had 2 dinners, so each dinner had its own compartment of the produce, the meats were all on the bottom, and then it had a layer of ice, and then the 2 boxes for each meal with the recipe. The recipes were on top, but the ingredients, I should say. So each box had that. With Blue Apron, it was just kind of thrown in there. There were no compartments. There was enough ice for both. No complaints there. It was very insulated. But there was no, you had to actually read the recipe for Blue Apron and say, oh, the onion goes with this, or the garlic goes with this, and the onion, you know, the lemon goes with this. So you had to read it and really differentiate, you know, kind of separate the 2. But with HelloFresh, they did that for you. So there's that. So, you know, there's pros and cons to both. The recipes and the taste itself, very, very good. HelloFresh's recipes were a little more, it took a little longer to do. End result was awesome. But I think one took over an hour for me to prep. And I was exhausted by the time I was done and ready to eat. It did taste good though. Blue Apron, very, you know, here it is, here's how you do it. You know, obviously the steps were a lot, it made a lot more sense. Especially if you're a new cook, I think it was better for a new person, you know, new cook, a person just starting out cooking, that wants to try it and see if it's going to be better, more organized for you. I think Blue Apron would be the way to go. If you've been cooking a while, HelloFresh would be the way to go. So there's that. So yeah, I think I did like both. And if I were to do it again, I think I would choose Blue Apron. I think I am leaning towards Blue Apron. I know a lot of people like HelloFresh, and that's fine. That's your preference. That's awesome. Not for me though. So there you go. There's my take on both of them. And I would pay the extra money for the Blue Apron one. So there you go. I hope you guys liked these comparison videos, the HelloFresh videos, the Blue Apron videos, and I will get back to my recipes and my dishes next week. And next week is actually Labor Day, so we're gonna do a lot of grilling, a lot of cooking out. I'm very excited. And yeah, I can't believe the summer is over already. The kids are starting school. Where did the summer go? So yeah, I hope you guys give this a thumbs up, subscribe, tell your friends, and there will be a lot more videos to come. I actually have 3 to upload, this being one of them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you had a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Thanks.